Salma Hayek is completely What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition video. We're going to be reviewing Everly. Now, Everly is a 2014 action thriller film directed by Joe Lynch. And the story follows this prostitute named Everly who is struggling to survive against these waves and waves of henchmen sent by this crime lord named Tycho. And I have to say, this is a very enjoyable film. Even though it isn't all grandiose and everything, I had to say I did really enjoy this film. First, let's go on to the story. The story is about this woman, Everly, who's this prostitute, who's stuck in this room because she's constantly being assaulted by all these different henchmen and prostitutes who are just gunning for her. And the way that the story implied, the way that the plot is illustrated in this film is just done really well. I do love how they do manage to keep all the action and her being suppressed in this room throughout all the various circumstances that are going on with the henchmen and the other prostitutes that are just gunning for her. And it's just shot in a lot of pretty, in effect, great. I love the way that they have this room. The room seems to have a personality of its own as all this stuff is going down in it. And it manages to keep it, the room itself, fresh. We do have a very few slow moments, very few, but at the same time, most of it just great action. It's just completely action-packed. I would say Salma Hayek completely kills Everly. She is vulnerable. She isn't like the total badass, but she does manage to do what she has to do to survive. Hot real. Salma Hayek, oh my gosh, she's completely hot. The numerous prostitutes in the film, completely hot. And I have to say, Everly is a likable character. I really do appreciate her for who she is. She is strong, but yet she is vulnerable. She is limited to that of a woman having to fight all of these henchmen and stuff with guns. And it's done in a very well and choreographed way. I really did appreciate the action sequences. Whoever choreographed this definitely deserves a thumbs up. Things were close-knit, they were intense, yet they were just entertaining and exciting. Hayek does a great job as Everly. All the other actors and stuff do a pretty good job, but then again, this film isn't really noticeable for the acting. It's more on for the plot and the action, which it does really well. There is a lot of eye candy, there are a lot of dead bodies, but this film just shows them off in a pretty entertaining way. Now, although the story could have been a bit better in some senses, but it is good for what it is. A great action thriller film. It isn't really much to say about the film except the fact that Salma Hayek is pretty hot, as well as a lot of the other prostitutes. In the end, Everly is a pretty good movie. It does have decent performances. It does have great action. Has pretty cool. It is definitely an action film worth watching. Everly definitely deserves a 3 out of 5. There isn't much to it, but I have to say, as I've said before, it's a great action film, definitely worth a watch. Salma Hayek, if not anything else, just completely hot and just completely just owns the role of Everly. Guys, definitely go check this film out, especially if you're a fan of Salma Hayek. Anyways, in the comment section below, have you seen Everly? What did you think about it? Did you think Salma Hayek did a good job? Did you think there was a lot of action? Do you think the prostitutes were pretty hot? And also, what do you think that the film could have done better? Because as far as them establishing that all these events pretty much happen in this one room, I think they did a pretty good job. And until the next edition, guys, remember, keep those gears turning.